Hey G Squad, and welcome back to the channel. So as I was editing today's Cooking with Katrina G video, I realized I did not record an intro, so I figured I would pop in and do one. So in today's video, I'm just showing you how I made this simple shrimp and gravy with peppers over grits with a little scrambled eggs on the side. And so there, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, so for my shrimps and grits, I have my shrimps here. Then I have my 5-minute grits, which I'm going to let cook for about 25 minutes. Then we have some flour for the gravy. I'm going to use some garlic and herb butter, and then I have some eggs here. I have my rainbow bell peppers, which I know I took them out. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to chop up some of these bell peppers, and then we're going to do like some toasted English muffins. Yes, I just have some toasted English muffins here. So right now on the stove, I have my water about to boil to add the grits. And so while that's heating up, I'm going to get started with chopping up the bell peppers. And y'all see me chop up peppers thousands of times, so I'm going to do that off camera, and then I'll just jump back in. Okay, family, so the water is hot, so I'm going to season it with a little salt. And then I'm going to add the grits and use my whisk. Okay, so and family, this is about, I want to say about 2 cups of water. And y'all know I don't do measurements on this channel, so I kind of eyeball and I can feel the thickness of the grits to determine, you know, how much to add to the water. That's the best I can describe it to you. So now I'm going to turn this on low and cover it, and then like every 5 minutes or so, you want to go in, you want to stir, because you don't want your grits to start clumping up. Okay, so I'll put it on slow, and as I said, although it says 5 minutes, if you want really, really creamy grits, you know, let your grits cook a little longer, anywhere from like, I would say like 15 or 20 minutes, okay? And just, you know, stir it consistently. So now I'm going to cover this and let that do its thing. So in this bowl, you see I have my shrimp. They're already cleaned and deveined. So I'm going to season these with simple salt and pepper, and then I'll put like a little of this Tony Creole seasoning in there, and that's it. Okay. So we're going to do that now. Just, actually, you know what, I'm not even going to add salt to this, because this already has the salt in it. So sprinkle a little of that in there, like so, and then add some black pepper. Bam, that's it. Okay, and again, we give this a nice little mix. So now I will sit this off to the side and allow this to marinate, and now we're going to get started with our gravy. Okay, so to this pan here, I'm going to add some olive oil, because what I want to do is saute my peppers first. Give that a nice little swirl. And family, how you doing today? Whatever day, time you're watching, from whatever country or state you're watching, I hope you're doing well. And just, you know, comment below, let me know how you're doing. Okay, so now I'm just going to allow this to heat up, and then I'll add the peppers back in, and then I'll pop back in when we're ready to continue that process. Okay, so here are the bell peppers. I have them all diced, so now I'm just going to add them to my pan. Okay, we just want to scatter these about. Okay. Okay, fam, so as you can see, the peppers are cooking. Let me just pan that down a little more. There we go. All right, so you see the peppers. Oh, it smells so good. It's nothing better than we're cooking with fresh ingredients. And so now I'm just sauteing these for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then I'm going to remove them, and then add the, we're going to start working on the gravy. The shrimps, I'm going to allow the shrimps to cook inside of the gravy. Okay. And then now, while that's doing this thing, let me pan you up some. And here are the grits over here, so I'm going to serve these. Okay, it's all about multitasking, y'all. All about multitasking. So these are the grits. Make sure you use your whisk, and you want to scrape the bottom and make sure there's no grit sticking there, okay? Yes, you can turn it out nice and creamy already. Okay, so I'll cover these back up, continue to allow those to simmer. Now, our peppers, I'm going to now remove these, put them in a separate bowl, and then we'll get started with the gravy. Okay, so now to the same pan, as I said, I'm just going to add a small amount of vegetable oil, and I'm going to turn this fire down some. Okay, let's let that cool just a little bit because we don't want to burn our flour. So family, I was just having a discussion with my sister because this is her beautiful kitchen, and I was telling her I'm so used to cooking with fire. When you're dealing with electric stoves, you know, you have to get acclimated, you know, to the different temperatures. So that's why you see it's like smoking like that. So I'm allow it to cool down a little bit, and then I'll pop it in, and then we can continue on. Okay, so now the grease is nice and hot. I'm going in with the flour. We're going to sprinkle some of this flour in, and then using your whisk, you want to whisk this around, and you want to allow this to cook until it starts to brown. Not burn, but just brown, okay? So we're just going to whisk. Add a little oil to that, a little more. I'm just gonna whisk. You see how that's turning that nice golden brown? That's what you want. Okay, I'm gonna add some more flour because I want to make a nice amount of gravy. Okay. What she's looking like. Okay, so now it's a nice beigey looking brown. So make sure you have some hot water on tap, and then you're going to slowly add the water, and you're going to whisk as you're pouring. Okay, and you're going to stop, mix that up real good. All right, because we don't want any lumps in there. All right, we want nice creamy gravy. And you see how it thickens. You add more water gradually. Okay? Until you get that consistency that you want. And I have my my heat on low. Okay? Because it's all about the simmer. You want it to simmer. You don't want it to cook too fast. Okay, so I'm going to add some more water, just a little, just continue to whisk. Okay, look at that, y'all, you see that? Okay, now I'm gonna take a pause for the cause because I need to stir these grits. Okay, see how our grits look? Look at that, nice and creamy. You see? Okay, so now we're gonna get back to our gravy. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now at this point, I'm going to add my bell peppers back to this. Okay, look how pretty that is, y'all. I'm going to add just some more water to it. And then now, I'm going to add my shrimps. Okay. Just add just a little more. Okay, now we're going to add the shrimps in there. Okay, so now I'm going to switch to a regular spoon. Okay, just stir that all around. And then now I'm going to go in with some black pepper and salt. Okay. Okay. So just gradually add your salt, and then you taste it. If you need to adjust it, then do so. And as I always say, you always build up, because you can always, you know, you can control the seasoning. But once you put too much, you know, that's it. So just take your time. Oh, look at that. So let me take a little taste test. Put a little in my hand. Yes, girl, yes. Woo! I put my foot in it without a pedicure. So now I want to add some of this as well. Give it a stir. And then the last thing we're going to cook are our eggs. So I'm just doing a simple scrambled eggs. Because we already have bell peppers in our roux, I don't need to, you know, do anything extra with the eggs. Okay, so now we're going to cover this and allow it to cook for like 3 minutes, just long enough for our shrimps to turn pink, and then I'll taste it again, just to make sure the seasoning is good, and then yeah, we'll be done with that. Put a lid on it. Okay, so now okay, G Squad. So for those of y'all who are already been a family member of this channel, you know how I do on the fly. I will switch something up on you in a minute. So I'm going to add some of my chicken seasoning to our grits. Just a small amount, just to give it a little flavor. Y'all seen me do this before. If you're new to my channel, hey, yeah, I tend to, at the last minute, you know, switch up, you know, add a little something extra to my recipes. So I add some of that to it, and it really takes your grits to a whole nother level. I do this sometimes with my rice as well. So there we go. Look at those creamy grits, y'all. Okay, and then the last thing I like to do is add, while the grits are cooking, I add butter to it as well. Okay, so maybe like a tablespoon of the butter. So we put that in there. And these are some very, very well seasoned grits, very tasty. Okay, so these are pretty much done. And like I said, I just have it on low, you know, to allow it to simmer and keep it nice and warm. But yeah, so that's it with the grits. They're done. So now I'm going to mix these eggs, get those scrambled, and then toast our English muffins, and breakfast will be ready. So I hope y'all brush your teeth, you got your appetite ready, because it's coming. Okay, so that's it with our grits. Okay, fam, so our shrimp and roux is ready. So now, as you can see, our butter is ready for our eggs. And my eggs, I just did a simple salt and pepper. Then I add a little almond milk just to stretch it and give the eggs like this creamy, soft texture. So now I'm just adding that to my pan. And I'm just gonna let them sit and do their thing, and then once they start cooking, I'll go in and just with a spatula and just kind of fold them. And then, like I said, I'm gonna have it with English muffins, but that's just a simple pop it in a toaster thing. You don't really need to see that. You'll see the, you know, the final product at the end when I do the plating. Here are grits. They're ready. Okay. And let me get my spoon. Just to stir these up some. Yeah, so these are grits. Comment below, how do you like your grits? You prefer them thick? You would like them a little creamy? Some people like them watery, to each his own. Okay, you see your eggs doing their thing, so now I'm just going to go in with the spatula and just move it around like so. Okay. Let's give these a nice little stir. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now our eggs are just about done. So now at this point you want to turn off your pan. Okay. And that's it. Okay. And just like that, breakfast is done. Just let me let y'all get a view of everything. So here we are, our simple scrambled eggs, soft, our shrimp peppers and gravy, and oops y'all, and our grits. So now I'm going to plate this, and then I'll be back to wrap up this video. Add some eggs to this. And then now, add our topping. And then I have my English muffin here. I didn't want to put it on a plate because some people don't like their bread touching their food. But yeah, here we are. Simple shrimp with pepper breakfast. Let me add some more peppers to that. Add a little more to that. Maybe a couple of more shrimps. Okay. Yeah, let's get that out of there. Okay. And boom. That's for what's with breakfast. Okay. Alrighty. So family, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not joined the family yet, please consider subscribing, share, comment below, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye!